your name and your number. She's going to tell you where you'll be in the formation. Just use their number.
Oh, God. I forgot my number.
Great. When I find a number without a first, send it to you. Who's first? Number 2 downstage. Number 9 upstage. Number 10 downstage. Number 23 upstage. 23, Judy Turner.
Oh, 23.
God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many people does he need? How many people does he need? God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many boys, how many girls? Look at all the people, at all the people. How many people does he need? How many boys, how many girls, how many people does he?
I really need this job. Please, God, I need this job. I want to get this job.
All right, third group of boys. Number 63 downstage. Number 67 upstage. Number 81 downstage. Now we're gonna do the ballet combination. First group girls, second group follow.
Diana, you're dancing with your tongue again.
Sorry. Shit.
You, any ballet?
No.
Don't dance. Don't dance! Next group. And. Boy. And. Up. Hold it, stop. You any here for ballet?
One?
Any Broadway shows?
No.
The arms are second down. I want to see it.
Up. Next group. And. Up. Boy in the head, man. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Up. Any Broadway shows?
No.
Broadway shows.
Touring company.
Okay, I'm going to eliminate down. When Laura calls out your number, please form a line. Girls first.
Number 2, number 9, number 10, number 23, Judy Turner. Number 37, 149, 152, 179.
Cassie. Other girls, thank you very much for coming. I'm sorry.
Number 17, number 5, number 44, 45, 63, 67, 81, 84.
Others, thank you very much. Laura.
I think I got it. I think I got it. I knew he liked me all the time.
Pictures and resumes, please.
Still, it isn't over. It isn't over. I can't imagine what he loves. God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. I've come so far, but even so, it could be yes, it could be no. How many people does he? I really need this love. Please, God, I need your help. I've got to get this
Laura, please select your pictures and resumes.
Am I anyway? Am I my resume? That is a picture of a person I don't know. What does he want from me? What should I try to be? So many faces all around, and here we go. I need this job. Oh God, I need this show.
Today, I want your stage name, your real name if it's different. I'd also like to know where you were born and how old you are.
Terrific. Fabulous.
Excuse me, sir, but do we have to? I mean, it's not very polite to ask a lady your age.
Being polite doesn't interest me. Your age does. And I want to know it. So, okay, let's go down the line. We'll start at this end, stage right.
28!
Start with your name and step forward.
My name is Don Kerr, Kansas City, Kansas.
Next.
Maggie Winslow.
Louder.
Maggie Winslow, also known as Margaret, Margie, Peggy, all of the above, whatever. It's real, and I was born in San Mateo, California, August 17th at 10:40 p.m., and I'm 19.
I'm Mike Costume, used to be Costa Baloney. I was born in Trenton, New Jersey on the 4th of July. I'm 20.
Next.
Hi, I'm Connie McKenzie. The full name is Connie Anderson May McKenzie, but don't tell anybody. I was born in Greenville, North Carolina, on Groundhog Day, and I'm 21.
Next.
My real name is Sidney Kenneth Beckenstein. My Jewish name is Rochmel Levin Jokenmeyer Beckenstein. My professional name is Gregory Gardner. It's very east side, and I do not deny it. 32.
Cassie, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
I mean in private.
Not right now, Cassie. I'm running about an hour behind.
I know, but I just...
Next.
I'm Sheila Bryant, really Sarah Rosemary Bryant, which I really hate. I was born in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I'm gonna be 30 real soon. And I'm real glad.
I'm Robert Charles Joseph Henry Mills III, and that's my real name too. I come from upstate New York near Buffalo. I can't remember the name of the town, I've blocked it out. I was born 25 years ago.
My name is Bibi Bensenheimer, and I know, I gotta change it. I'm 22, I come from Boston, and here I am! My name is Judy Turner, and my real name is Lana Turner.
Next.
My name is Richie Walters. I'm 27. I was born on a full moon in Herculaneum, Missouri, and I'm black. I'm Alan DeLuca. I'm 30 and I'm from the Bronx.
I'm Christine Urich, Christine Evelyn Urich, and I'll be 25 on September 1st.
Tell them where you're from.
Oh, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, and my married name is DeLuca.
Oh, I didn't know. Congratulations, Al.
Thanks.
Next.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm Valerie Clark, but my parents think I'm Mary Margaret Houlihan. Couldn't you just die? I come from a little town in Arlington, Vermont. Bye-bye.
How old are you?
25.
Mark Anthony? Really, Mark Philip Lawrence Tabori, Tempe, Arizona, and I'm 20.
Oh, Jesus.
And if I get this show, I'll work real hard.
Don't let you bother you, honey.
Paul San Marco. It's my stage name. My real name is Efren Ramirez. I was born in Spanish Harlem and I'm 27.
My name is Diana Morales, and I didn't change it because I figured ethnic was in. I'm 22. You got that? And I was born on a Hollywood bed in the Bronx.
Go on, Diana.
Go on what? Oh, you want to know how tall I am or how many shows I've done? Well, I just gave you my picture and resume. Everything you need to know is right there.
I know. I want to know what's not on it.
Like what?
Talk about yourself.
Talk about what?
Tell me about the Bronx.
What's to tell about the Bronx? It's uptown and to the right.
What did you do there?
In the Bronx? Mostly waiting to get out.
What made you start dancing?
I don't know. I have rhythm. I'm Puerto Rican. I used to always dance and jump around. Hey, do you want to know if I can act? Give me a scenery. I'll act. I'll perform. But, I just can't talk. Please, I'm too nervous.
Then relax.
Look, I don't mind to talk. I just can't be the first one. Please?
You want this job, don't you?
Well, of course I want the job.
All right, Diana. Back in line. Before you do any more dancing, and you're going to be dancing some more, I have a few things I need to explain to you. First and foremost, I need a strong dancing chorus. I need people who look terrific together and who work together as a group. Now, there's a few parts that I can give out. Your speaking roles, I have your resumes, I know what shows you've been in. I know how old you are, but I want to know more about you, about your personalities. I can give you a few lines to read, but that wouldn't help a thing. I want to know who you are. So I'm going to hear you talk. I'll ask a few questions. Treat it like an interview. And, just let me hear you talk about yourselves. And relax. Well, as much as you can. Sheila.
How many people do you need?
4 and 4.
44? No, 4 and 4.
4 boys, 4 girls.
Need any women?
All right, let's see. Mike, I'll start with you.
Me? Don't you want to start at the end?
No, I'll start with you. And relax.
I could, if you started at the end. What do you want to know?
What do you want to tell me?
I'd like to tell you to start at the end. I can't think of a thing.
Oh, sure you can. Why did you start dancing?
Oh, because my sister did. I come from this big Italian family. My grandmother was always sitting on a little pillow, leaning out the window, because that's what Italian grandmothers do, lean out windows. I was allowed to, well, I was an accident. That's what my sister told me. Oh, that was a sister, Rosalie. She was the one who started taking dance lessons. My mother would take her every Saturday. She used to take me along. I liked going.
How old were you?
4. And then sit there all perky, eh? I'm watching Cisco pitter pat. I said, I can do that. I can do that. Knew every step right off the bat. I said, I can do that. I can do that. One morning, Sister won't go to dance. But my foot's too small, so I suffer shoes with extra socks. Run 7 blocks in nothing flat. And I can do that. I can do that. I got to class and had it made. And so I stayed the rest of my life. All thanks to this. Now married and fat. I can do this. That I can do that. And that's when they all started calling me Twinkle Toes.
Did that bother you, Mike?
No, I figured I'd let them say whatever they want.
I don't buy it, Mike.
Well, sure, it bothered me. I don't want anybody calling me Twinkle Toes just because a couple dance lists.
Okay, Mike. Back in line. All right, Bobby, you're on.
Well, actually, I don't know how I turned out as heavenly as I did. See, when I was 5 years old, I was playing jacks, and the car fell on my head.
Bobby, are you gonna do a routine?
No, moving along, let's see. Do you want to hear about all the wonderful and exciting things that have happened to me in my life? Or do you want the truth?
Oh, I'll take the truth.
Well, to begin with, I come from this quasi-middle upper or upper middle class family type home. I can never figure out which, but it was real boring. I mean, we had money, but no taste. You know, the type of house astroturf on the patio. My mother co-op card games was one of the foremost bridge cheaters in America. My father worked at a big corporation. They used to send him out into the field a lot to drink. Better that than to find him lying on his office floor, but he was okay. I was the strange one.
How strange.
Real strange. I used to love to give garage recitals. Bizarre recitals. This one time I was doing Frankenstein as a musicale, and I spray painted this kid silver all over. They had to rush him to the hospital because he had that thing where your pores can't breathe. He lived because luckily I didn't spray paint the soles of his feet. And
what if I'm next? What if I'm next? What am I gonna do? I haven't got a clue. I gotta think of something. What does he want? What does he want? Stories from the past. I better find one fast. What should I say? What can I tell him?
as I got older, I kept getting stranger and stranger. I used to go down to this busy intersection near my house at rush hour and direct traffic. Just wanted to see if anybody would notice me. That's when I started breaking into people's houses. I didn't steal anything, I would just rearrange their furniture.
And orphan at 3, mom and dad both gone, raised by a sweet ex-con, tied up and raped to 7, seriously, nothing too obscene, I better keep it calm. What should I say? What can I tell him?
School? You want to hear about school? I went to PS shit. See, I was the kind of kid that was always getting slammed into lockers. Not just by students, by the teachers too. And I hated sports. And sports were very big. I mean, it was jock city. But I didn't make one team. See, I couldn't catch a ball if it had Elmer's glue on it. And wouldn't my father have to be this big ex-football hero? He was so humiliated and didn't know what to tell his friends. So he told them I had polio.
And God, I'm a wreck. I don't know where to start.
your brother on fire, we're gonna have to send you away! I was always thinking up these spectacular ways how to kill myself, but then I realized to commit suicide in Buffalo is redundant.
Okay, Bobby. Thank you. Back in line. Sheila.
Yes. Do you want me?
Yes.
He wants me.
To talk.
Right. What do you want to know about me first?
Try, why are you in the business?
Well, I wanted to be a prima ballerina because my mother was a prima ballerina. Ooh, that light. What color is that? Do you have anything softer?
Don't worry about the lights. Just talk.
Well, like I said, I wanted to be a ballerina because my mother was a ballerina. My father made her give it up.
Sheila, come downstage. Closer.
Can I sit in your lap?
Do you always have to come on like this?
No. Sometimes I'm aggressive. Actually, I'm a Leo.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means the other 11 months have to watch out. I'm very strong.
Maybe too strong.
Am I doing something you don't like, or maybe you told me to be myself?
Well, just bring it down.
Bring what
Your
down?
attitude. Tell me about your parents.
My parents.
Your father.
Him.
Your mother then.
My mother was raised like a little nut. She couldn't go out. She couldn't even babysit.
Sheila, don't perform. Just talk.
But she wanted to be a dancer, and she had all these scholarships and all that until she got married to my father, and he made her give it up. Isn't this exciting? And then she had this daughter, me. And she made her what she wanted to be, and it was fabulous the way she did it. You know how she did it?
Sure. Go on.
First, she took me to see all the ballets, and then she gave me her old toe shoes, which I used to run down the sidewalk in on my toes at 5. And then I saw her choose. I wanted to be that lady, that redhead. And when she saw that I had to dance, she said, well, you can't until you're 8. By then I was only 6. I mean, anything to get out of the house.
What?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I just said I wanted to get out of my house.
Why?
The truth?
Sure. You're strong enough.
Well, let's face it, my family scene was not good. Daddy always thought that you married beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed, he informed my mother he was probably her very last chance. And though she was 22, though she was 22, though she was 22, she married him. Life with my dad wasn't ever a picnic, more like a come as you are. When I was 5, I
to her. Well, then to me. Everyone was beautiful at the ballet. Every prince has got to have his swan. Yes, everyone is beautiful at the ballet. I was pretty at the ballet. Up the steep and very narrow stairway to a voice like a metronome. Up the steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise, but it was home.
I don't know what they were for or against really, except each other. I mean, I was born to save their marriage, but when my father came to pick my mother up from the hospital, he said, well, I thought this was going to help, but I guess it's not. Anyway, I did have a fantastic fantasy life. I used to dance around the living room with my arms up like this. My fantasy was that I was an Indian chief, and he'd say to me, Maggie, do you want to dance? And I'd say, Daddy, I would love to dance.
When he proposed,
That I was born to help their marriage and wedding.
that's what he said.
I used to dance around the living room.
He wasn't born.
Was an Indian chief, and he'd say, Maggie, do you want to dance? And I'd say, Daddy, I would love to. Everything's beautiful at the ballet. Raise your arms, 'cause someone's always there. Yes, everything was beautiful at the
Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. I was happy
I would love to.
at the ballet.
Okay, Christine.
Oh God, who, me?
That's what he said.
Well, I don't know where to begin.
Just tell him how you got started.
Well, when I was a little girl, everyone says anytime they turned on the radio, I would just get up and start dancing. And then one day, this man came to our house selling
Lessons?
right, lessons. And he was a terrific salesman. He put me up in front of the television set. It was that great big square thing. And then he turned me around and he took my foot and touched it to the back of my head and he said, "This little girl's gonna be a star." Well, I don't know if it was the look on my face or the fact that I wouldn't let go of his leg. But my mother could see how important it was to me. I mean, I watched everything on television with dancing in it. Like, every Sunday.
Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan, right? Every Sunday. Oh, like church. I'm sorry. I'm terribly nervous.
Well, that's all right. Just take a moment to pull yourself together.
This is together.
He's right. I mean, I always knew I wanted to be like the women in the movies, but it was funny. I never wanted to be Ann Miller. I always wanted to be Doris Day. But you see, I had this little,
Problem?
right. See, I really couldn't sing. I could never really sing. What I couldn't do was
blind mice.
3 blind mice. It isn't intentional.
She's doing her best. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Oh, no.
Jingle bells, it really blows my mind. But what I lack in pitch, I sure make up in
Power!
And all my friends say I am perfect for the showers. Still, I'm terrific at it.
Dance.
Guys are coming in there. I'm a very
Chirp.
They say, who's that little
Twerp.
going pong instead of?
Ring.
And when Christmas comes and all my friends go, it is so disheartening. It is so disquieting. It is so discouraging. Darling, please stop answer.
Ring.
See, I really couldn't. I could never really. What I couldn't do was.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Okay, Alex, Christine, back in line. Mark.
Well, I get the feeling most of you always knew what you wanted to be. Me? I didn't. I was just a kid for a while. Oh, and then one day, well, my father had this fabulous library in the back of our house. When I was about 11, I guess, I found this medical textbook. It had pictures of the male and female anatomy. Well, I thought it was interesting. I used to read that book a lot.
Were you interested in medicine or just
No,
looking at the
I'm-
picture?
Hello to
Changes all.
Time to doubt.
Right out. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Adolescence, adolescence. Too young to take over. Too old to ignore.
I'm almost ready.
But what for? There's a lot I am not certain of. Hello 12, hello 13, hello 9.
From the book I diagnosed my own appendicitis. Next day I went to our doctor down the block. Sure enough, acute appendicitis. They rushed me right to the hospital. Well, I figured this book would cover everything the rest of my life. And then when I was 13, I had my first wet dream. I went right back to the book. Milky discharge, milky discharge. Gonorrhea. I was in shock. I mean, gonorrhea. Before I'd even started, I was terrified. I couldn't tell my mother I had gonorrhea. So the book said to drink a lot of water.
What else did the book say?
It said to take penicillin, strepto, something or whatever. But I couldn't do anything about that unless I told somebody. So all I could do was drink the water, and I drank like 20 glasses a day for 3 weeks. I almost drowned. Finally, I went to confession, and I told the priest that I had gonorrhea. Well, he was in shock too. Who have you been with, my son? Nobody! Nobody! Then how can you have gonorrhea? Finally, I told him about the book's diagnosis for milky discharge, and he set me straight. I think it's the only time the church ever really helped me out. Well, I was...
That's the story of my life. I remember when everybody was my size. Boy, was that crazy. When everybody started moving up, there I was, the big 4'10", 4'10". I kept hoping and praying. I used to hang from a parallel bar by the hour, hoping I'd stretch just an inch more. 'Cause I
Wait a minute. I thought you said you were 21.
So I got caught. But I don't look it, and I shouldn't knock it, because I've always been able to work. From the time I was 5, it's summer stock. Up till now, I've never stopped, because whatever I am.
So excited because I'm gonna go to the high school for performing arts. I mean, I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyways, it's the first day of acting class, and we're in the auditorium, and the teacher, Mr. Carp. Well, Mr. Carp.
worked for one club for about 8 weeks straight, and I really became friendly with the stripper. Her name was Lola the Toll, and her dynamic, Twin 44. She really took to me. I mean, we did share the dressing room, and she did a lot of dressing. Anyway, she used to come and pick me up and drive me to work nights. Well, the neighbors would all be hanging outside the windows, and she'd drive up in a big pink Cadillac convertible and smile. And then I'd come tripping out of the house in my little tuxedo and tattoos in my hand, and we'd drive all down the block with her long hair blowing out the wind.
Do I pay for all those lessons? Dance for grandma, dance for grandma. Look on the Steve McQueen's real sexy. Calculate out Steve McQueen and Bobby. Go to the movies till you finish your homework. Watch the car out in the road. You can tits. When am I gonna grow tits?
If Troy Donahue could be a movie star, then I could be a movie star.
So when all the guys on the block got signed to Lola, they all wanted to know the story. So I made up this big hot romance we were having, but actually she was going with this.
Little brat, that's what my sister was, a little brat. And that's why I shaved her head. I'm glad I shaved her head. But then my father lost his job, so we had to leave El Paso when we wound up in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, it was the furthest thing from my mind to be a dancer, but my mother would embarrass me. So when she came and picked me up at school with all those great big yellow rollers in her hair, no matter how much I begged her, and she'd say, "What are you? Ashamed of your own mother?" But the thing that made my daddy laugh so much was when I used to jump and dance around the living room.
Dad would take Mom to Roseland. She'd come home with her shoes in her hand.
Mama said, always in a picture for me all the time. Your man.
Darling, I can tell you now. Your father went through life with an open fly.
Tits, where are my tits?
Because they're special.
Your
You
man.
take after your father's side of the family, the ugly side. Wait until your father gets home. Swear to God and hope to die.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen a dead body. But then when I was 15, the most terrible thing happened. The 10 Meg Amateur Hour had auditions in St. Louis, and I didn't hear about them till after they'd gone, and I nearly killed myself. Nearly killed myself. I tried to walk in front of a speeding streetcar, and I remembered noticing boys for the first time. Anyway, I remember practicing kissing with Leslie. She was my best girlfriend. Did any of you practice kissing with your best girlfriend? So when the time came, you know how to. No? No? Oh my God. Judy. Oh, did you, girl?
I mean, maybe a couple times. Oh, hell, count me in.
Oh my God. Anyway, I do remember.
I'd be hard. Really. I had to lean up against death like this. And he would say, stand up straight. I can't. I haven't painted my side. Stand up straight. Or walk down the hallway and just walk like this. With all my books stacked up in front of me.
Yeah, I thought it was only me. I thought I was a sex maniac.
You are.
I did too. I mean, it didn't go down for 3 years.
And the bus was the worst. I just look at a bus and bingo. I remember this one time though, I was making out in the backseat of the Cali Tech. We were naked. And I was feeling her boobs. Feeling her boobs. And after about a
The day after I turned 18, I got on the Trailway bus, kissed the folks goodbye, and headed to the Big Bad Apple. June Allison, right? Because I wanted to be a rockette. Let's get something straight. I've never heard of the Red Shoes. I've never seen the Red Shoes. I don't give a fuck about the Red Shoes. I wanted to be a rockette because this girl in my hometown, Luella Hine, actually gotten out and made it to New York, and she was a rockette. Well, one Christmas she came home to visit, and they threw her a parade. A goddamn parade. I had to twirl my freaking baton in the rain for 2 hours. Unfortunately, though, she got knocked up over Christmas. Merry Christmas. And never made it back to New York. See, that was the plan. New York, here I come. Except for one minor problem. I was uglier than sin. I was ugly, I was plain, I was homely, I was skinny, I was flat-chested. Get the picture? Anyway, I got off the bus in my little white tights and my little white shoes and my little ugly face. I looked like a fucking nurse. I had $87 in my pocket and 7 years of tapping acrobatics. I could do a 180-degree split and come up tapping the Morse code. Well, you think with that kind of talent, the mayor would be waiting for me at Port Authority? Wrong. It took me 6 months to get an audition, but the day finally arrived, and I showed up at the music hall with my tap shoes and my little tap routine, and this man came up to me and said, "Can you do fan kicks?" I was like, "Well, sure. I can do terrific fan kicks," but they weren't good enough. What I was really trying to say was it wasn't my fan kicks, it was the way I looked. So I said, "Fuck you, Radio City and the Rockettes. I'm gonna make it on Broadway." Well, on Broadway, same story. I mean, audition after audition. I would dance circles around those other girls and still end up in the back of the alley with the rest of the rejects. Well, after a while, I caught on. I mean, I have eyes. I saw what they were hiring. I also swiped my dance card once after an audition. And on a scale of 10 for dance, they gave me a
you start dancing, Paul?
Not until very late.
Why?
I don't know why, I just didn't.
What did you do?
Nothing much, I guess.
Oh, come on, Paul. You must have done something. How old were you when you started to dance?
16.
Well, what did you do until you were 16? I mean, what was your family like?
We were close.
Oh, close. Brothers, sisters?
2 sisters. One died when I was 14.
How?
I really don't want to talk about it. I mean, why do we have to talk about that?
Laura, please sit down. Zach, can the kids sit down now?
And smoke? Can the adults please smoke?
All right, everybody take a break out in the hall. Paul, we're going to get to this later. Cassie, could you stay on the stage, please?
This audition sure is interesting, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. What are you doing here?
What do you think? I need a job.
In the chorus?
A part would be nice, but I'll take what I can get.
Cassie, you're too good for the chorus.
I danced a few parts. So what?
What do you mean you were featured? You stopped 2 shows cold. Your career was going fine right here in New York.
I need a job, Zach. You sound like my friends, my fans, acting like I'm some kind of a star and I don't know it. When the truth is I never even came close and no one had the guts to tell me. It'd be nice to be a star, but I'm a dancer. Give me somebody to dance for. Give me somebody to show. Help me wake up in the morning to find I have somewhere exciting to go.
Oh, look, so you were having a slow spot. It happens to everybody. Something's going to happen.
That's what I kept telling myself in California. Telling myself that and telling myself that. But it wasn't going to happen. I can't act.
What?
I can't act. And there I was in California, supposed to be this big actress. Well, it didn't take me long to find out I can't act. It didn't take Hollywood long either.
So you didn't work out there?
Oh. Rotten Heart in a so-so film. Part got cut, thank God. I was a go-go dancer in a TV movie of the week. What else? Commercials. I almost got to squeeze a roll of toilet paper. But I lost out in the finals. Isn't that something? 17 years in the business and I flunked toilet paper squeezing. I got to be a dancing Band-Aid. That was fun. In an earthquake. And I got a terrific tan. And you must have heard that.
Oh, yes. I heard that you were going around with some big shot agent, being a bit wild, carrying on.
Well, what is there to do when you're a lady of leisure but get a bit wild and run around? Not to mention getting fat. And going crazy. Which is why I came back to New York. And why I'm here today. Zach. Pussycat. I need a job. To have something that I can believe in. To have someone to be. Use me, choose me.
Cassie, I just can't see you in the chorus.
Why not?
Listen, if it's about money, if you need money, see my business manager.
Of course I need money. Who doesn't? But I'm not looking for a handout. I need a job, Zach. I need a job. I don't know how else to say it. Do you want me to say it again?
No.
Good. And at least we got that far. I haven't worked in 2 years. Not really. And I don't know what else to do. So I'm putting myself on the line. I'm putting myself on your line.
I just can't see you going back to the chorus.
I'm not trying to go back, Zach. I'm trying to start over. Starting over would be enough.
Starting over. How can you expect us to
What? Us? You're talking about...
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Look, Cassie,
You're talking about us.
can we just keep this business,
By all
please?
means, Zach. Who's here for anything else? Isn't that what it's all about? Work? That's why I'm here today. For work.
Well, you shouldn't have come here. You don't fit in. You don't dance like anybody else. You don't know how.
I did years ago and I can do it again. You're not even giving me a chance. Please. Just let me try.
Excuse me. Zach, do you want the back yet?
No. Listen, why don't you take them to the basement and teach them that lyric? Oh, and send Paul in. All right. Go with Laura, learn the lyric.
You wanted to see me?
Oh, Paul. Yes. I really like the way you dance. No, I mean it. That's why I want to do this all over again. Now let's start from the beginning. I got a question for you. If you're going to change your name, why would you change it from a Puerto Rican one to an Italian one?
Because I don't look it. People say, you don't look Italian, or you don't look Puerto Rican.
So
Man.
you think you look Italian?
No. I wanted to be someone new, so I became Paul San Marco.
Why would you want to become somebody new?
Why? I'm not exactly proud of my past.
Oh, listen, Paul, who is? That's what the word is. Past.
Well, that might be easy for you to say, but
Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Let's just start over.
So who influenced you to dance? Your parents?
No. What do Puerto Ricans know about theater? I mean, now they have Channel 47, but back then they didn't have anything. But my father loved movies, and he'd take us all the time. He worked nights, and when he'd come home, he'd take us to 42nd Street, and we would come from one movie and go to another and another movie. I don't know why, but I loved musicals.
How old were you?
7 or 8.
On 42nd Street?
Yeah. It was a trip.
Go on.
I had to move down front because I couldn't see. I wear contact lenses now. I moved down front, and these really strange men would come sit beside me and play with me. I never told anyone because, well, I guess it didn't matter.
But why wouldn't it matter?
Why? I mean, I guess...
Listen, Paul, if this is too rough for you, I've got your resume, have your picture, we'll just start.
Okay. From seeing all those movie musicals, I used to dance around on the street. And I get caught all the time. God, it was embarrassing. I was always being Sid Charisse. Always. Which I didn't understand because I always wanted to be an actor. I mean, I really wanted to perform. Once my cousin said to me, "You'll never be an actor." And I knew she was telling me this because I was such a sissy. I mean, I was terribly effeminate. I always knew that I was gay. But that didn't bother me. What bothered me was that I didn't know how to be a boy. One day I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "You're 14 years old, and you're a faggot. What are you going to do with your life?" By that time, I was at Cardinal Hayes High School. There were 3,000 boys there. I had no protection. No homeroom where I could be charming and funny with the tough guys so they would fight my battles for me. Like when I went to small schools. I liked school. But my grades got so bad. Even if I knew the answer, I wouldn't raise my hand because I'd be too afraid they would laugh at me. They even whistled at me down the halls. It was awful. Just awful. So, finally I went down to the principal's office and I said, "I'm a homosexual." It was a Catholic school, and at the age of 15, you just didn't say that. And he said, "Would you like to see a psychologist?" And I did. And he said, "Well, I think you're very well adjusted for your age. And I think you should quit school." So I did. But I didn't want to. I couldn't take it anymore. See, when I quit school, what I was doing was trying to find out who I was and how to be a man. You know, there are so many people in this world who don't know how to be men. And since then, I found out I am one. I was looking for the wrong thing. I was trying to learn how to be butch. Anyway, I started hanging around 72nd Street, meeting all these really strange people, just trying to make friends that were like me so that I can understand what it was that I was. Somebody told me they were looking for male dancers for the Jewel Box Revue, you know, the drag show. So I went down to audition. Now, from all of those years of pretending that I was Sid Charisse, I had this fabulous extension. I mean, I could turn anything my first audition. And they said to me, "You're too short to be a boy. Would you like to be a pony?" And I said, "What's that?" And they said, A girl. What do I have to do? Show us your legs. But I have hair on my legs. That's okay. Come on upstairs. And I went, and they hiked up my dungarees, and they put on a pair of nylon stockings and high heels. It was freaky. It was incredible. And then they brought me back downstairs and they said, "Oh, you have beautiful legs." And I said, "Really?" Terrific. It's so strange thinking about all this. It was a whole lifetime ago. I was just past 16. Anyway, then there was the thing of me trying to hide it from my parents. Now that was something because I had to buy all this stuff, like shoes to rehearse in, earrings, makeup. And then I would hide it all, and then my mother would find it. I told her there was this girl in the show who didn't want her mother to find out what she was doing, and I was holding the stuff here for her. And she believed me. Well, I was finally in show business. It was the asshole of show business, but it was a job. Nothing to brag about. I had friends. But after a while, it became so demeaning. No one at the Jewel Box had any dignity. And most of them were ashamed of themselves and considered themselves freaks. I don't know. I think it was the lack of dignity that got to me. So I left. Oh, I mulled around for a while. I worked as an office boy, a waiter, but without an education, you can't do a good job. So when the Jewel Box called and asked if I would come back, I went. We were at the Apollo Theater on 125th Street doing 4 shows a day with the movie. It was really tacky. The show was going to Chicago, and my parents wanted to say goodbye, and they were going to bring my luggage to the theater after the show. Well, we were doing this Oriental number, and I looked like Anna May Wong. I had these 2 great big chrysanthemums on either side of my head, and this huge headdress with these gold balls hanging all over it. Well, I was going on for the finale and going downstairs, and who should I see standing at the stage door? My parents. They got there too early. I freaked. I didn't know what to do. I thought to myself, I know I'll just walk quickly past them like all the others, and they'll never recognize me. So I took a deep breath and started down the stairs, and just as soon as I passed my mother, I heard her say, "Oh my God." Well, I died. But what can I do? I had to go out for the finale, so I just kept going. After the show, after I finished dressing and taking off my makeup, I went back downstairs, and there they were, standing in the middle of all of these. And all they said to me was, "Please write. Make sure you eat. And please take care of yourself." And just before my parents left the theater, my father turned to the producer of the show, and he said, "Take care of my son." And that was the first time he ever told me that. The first time he ever told me that.
I need your attention. This is a part that you've been learning. You know the combination. Now you have the lyrics. And this is the part in the show where the star is framed. You're going to be backing her up. So I want every head, every arm, every body position exactly the same. You must blend. I don't want anybody pulling my eye. Now Laura here knows exactly what I'm looking for. It's very 30s. So Laura, if you'll cover this, go over it with them. Let's get this on.
All right, guys. Starting position is in third. Hips and shoulders on the diagonal. Elbows up, chest up, chin up, eyes front. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, change. Walk, point, flick, step, kick. We're gonna take it again from singular sensation.
Singular sensation, every little step she takes.
Flick, step, kick, step, change, continuing. 1,
can't do it.
I did what you asked. I pulled back, I pulled it. I
Oh, I
danced
know
like
you did.
everyone else.
I know you did. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't stand it.
You know what? That's your problem.
You know.
You know why? Because you're the one that took me out of the course in the first place! You made me feel like some kind of failure.
Well, why did you leave me?
We're gonna get into that.
Why did you leave me? I just came home one night and you were gone.
Zach, you know this.
Oh, very funny.
You had already left me weeks before.
Left? I thought we were living together.
Sharing the same apartment, maybe, but in the real sense of the word, left.
Right.
We were in love again.
I wasn't. You know I wasn't. I was working on my first show. I was directing.
You were in love with it. And often the only world that meant anything.
Oh, Cassie, how can you say that? God, you know how much it meant to me. Christ, if I could direct a straight play and pull it off, it meant I wasn't going to be spending the rest of my life stuck here.
You were never going to be stuck. You were going to do it all. Direct, choreograph, plays, musicals, movies. I knew you loved your work, but you really get off on it, don't you?
I guess I do. It didn't matter when we were working together, but when we weren't.
Oh, Zach, I didn't mind not being part of your work. I loved you. I couldn't handle that. It was not being a part of your life that got to me and not being able to keep up with you. Because I know that's what you wanted. I know you did. You were moving up and up and you wanted me right there beside you. I was a good dancer, but you wanted me to be a star.
And why shouldn't you be? Why not? You could have been anything. The very best you could be. I mean, when I got out of the course, I decided.
That's not a decision! It's a disease again. Good, better, best. I hate it. How can you stand it? You're just gonna go on working 24 hours a day for the rest of your life? You're not even doing it for yourself. You're trying to prove something. But I was. For you. To please you. To keep you, to get you back. But I don't want to do it for anyone else anymore. I just want to do the thing that I love the best that I can, as long as I can, but now I'm doing it for me. Who are you doing it for? Sorry. I'm all right to go. Surely you're past this, but it's okay. Forget what I told you. Don't feel like you owe me anymore. Just treat me like everyone else.
Is that what you really want? You to treat me like everyone else? Is that what you want?
Sorry, keeping your attention on you. I really have to mention
I would be proud to be one of them. They're wonderful.
But you were special.
No. We're all special. He's special. She's special. And Richie, Connie, and Sheila. They're all special. And I'll take course. Yes. If you'll take me.
So who are we going to hire?
I don't know.
Well, what do you want to do now?
Well, just divide them up into groups and come up with a tap combination.
The tap combination. 5, 6, 7, 8.
God, when it's over, do I need a drink?
He's got an open key once.
Stay on the beats.
Alright, take the test. Now let me see Maggie and Bart.
Mine. It's mine.
Yeah, okay. Collier, come back there. Get out here. Tax is not my strongest point. Right, and give me Paul.
Good.
Stay on the beat. Connie, relax. Listen up. Be quiet.
Hey, what are you doing? Paul, are you all right? Is your ankle? You pull a muscle.
It's not your knee, is
It's
it?
not an old injury.
Yeah, he just had it operated on last year. It's his cartilage.
Back up. You've got to give him some air.
You should call a doctor.
No. Yes, Paul. Who is your doctor?
I don't want
Paul,
Call
you.
Dr. Sidney Rhodes. 595-763.
All right, call him. Paul.
Dr. Sidney Rhodes, 595-763.
Paul, everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be fine.
Someone put a bag on his knee.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in.
Does anybody have a jar phone or a
Good
bag?
idea.
I do.
Breathe in. Paul, everything is going to be fine.
But I'm out of a job, huh?
I don't think you should do that. You don't
Where's the water?
That's okay. I've had 3 already today.
Faster to get him into a cabin over to St. Joseph's than if he came here. We'll be waiting in the emergency entrance.
Let's do
I'll
that.
go.
No. I'll go. All right. Listen, on the count of 3, be very careful. 1, 2, 3. All right. Here, somebody take his bag.
I'll get to see us back.
All right. Hurry. And listen, Paul. I'm going to see you again. Laura, call me from the hospital. So listen, what would you do if you couldn't dance anymore?
Kill yourself.
Really? What would you do if you couldn't dance?
Oh, shit. What kind of question is that?
Real heavy. Yes, sure. But what would you do?
Well, I'll tell you. Because I'm getting scared. I love being in this business, but one day it hits you. Okay, Richie, you've been having fun for almost 8 years now, but where does it get you?
A lot of people are thinking like that these days. Get out of the business fast.
Well, there's no security in dancing.
But wait a second.
There's no promotion and no advancement.
Listen, if you're looking for that kind of security, forget it.
No, it's not just that.
Well, what then?
I can do without that, but shit. There's no work anymore.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, but isn't that happening to
Oh, please. I don't want to hear about how Broadway is dying. I just got here.
Don't worry, honey, it's not.
They're not doing big musicals like they used to.
But even if they did, even if you get this show, it's gonna close one day. Nothing runs forever, right?
Right?
Yeah, but that's just the way it is.
And then you have to start all over again. Because the only chorus line you can depend on in this business is the one down at unemployment.
Oh, come on, isn't that bad?
But what, don't you want to do more than dance in a chorus?
Gee, I just want to get in one.
Well, I want to be more than the blonde second from the end. Not that I want to be a star or anything.
Hell, I do.
Of course you do. Everybody in the whole goddamn country wants to be a star.
Okay, I admit it. I want to be the next Gwen Verdon.
But she dances.
I know. Don't you just love her?
But what would you do if you couldn't dance anymore?
Who cares? I don't care if I dance another step as long as I live. All I care about is going to Hollywood and replacing Jill St. John. I mean, big fucking deal, right? I mean, I can dream, can't I?
Yeah, but dreams don't pay the rent.
So I'll find someone who can.
See, that's the thing that gets me. A girl can always get married.
She didn't say anything about marriage.
And another thing is,
Please, I don't know if I can take it.
these bodies don't last forever.
I can't take it.
We're no better off than apples.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't worry about any of that right now. I plan to go on kicking these legs as long as I can. When I can't, well, I'll just do something else.
Right, so you'll get into acting.
Why not?
No, right, it's ballet. not very well, but I'm trying. And I'll tell you something else, honey. It beats busting your ass dancing any day. At least when you're an actor, you stand a chance.
Come on, there's more out-of-work actors than there are dancers.
No shit. That's theater. Look, we're all here because we want to be here, right? And you guys are just acting like it's just another job. And it's not. So what are you guys talking about?
Life. Darlings, it's tough all over. That's why I have no other plans, no alternatives. Just get me through the day. One day at a time is enough for me to do it.
Look, we all want the same thing or else we wouldn't be here. But I have a wife and 2 kids, and as much as I like theater and dancing, it's all about paying the bills now and getting the kids through school.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I'd like to stay in the business, maybe stage managing, maybe directing.
Hello.
Well, if we all had to pick another career, go on, pick a career. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Young.
I know what I do, because I know that one night, whatever show I'm in is going to close, and then I'm finally going to be able to get off my diet. Then, I'm going to get in the car with my husband, go up to our 50 acres in Vermont, have a bunch of kids, dance around the kitchen cooking, and enjoy getting fat.
That sounds nice. I mean, except the getting fat part. Yeah, I think I'd like that. Well, not right away.
Look, all I want to be is just happy.
Oh, come on. Aren't you happy? Look, I sit around and get depressed and worry about all these things too, but then I meet somebody and they say to me, wow, you dance on Broadway. How fabulous. You got somewhere. You're something. And Christ, I get this feeling inside because, well, I remember when I was little and I used to go stand outside the stage door and watch all those girls come out with their eyelashes and makeup, and I think, wow, I'll never be that old. I'll never be that old. I'll never be old enough to come out of the stage door. And yet, here I am, and I've made it this far, and I don't want to give up now.
That's what I used to say. I won't give up. I've got to be a prima ballerina by the time I'm 18. And then I found out that I should do musical comedy. So I said, okay, I'll be a chorus girl. But I got to be playing the parts by the time I'm 21.
Oh no, you didn't do that too. Give yourself a time limit. I still do.
Right. And then you're 25 and you say, just a couple more years. Well, hell, I'm 30. How many more years do I have left to be a chorus cutie? 3, 4, if I have my eyes done. I don't want to deal on that level any longer. So lately I've been thinking about opening a dance studio. Am I growing up? Am I coming out? I don't know.
Who does know? Look, who knows anything? That's just something we're gonna have to wait and see.
Right. But if you couldn't dance anymore, how would it make you feel?
Kiss today goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. But I can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love.
today goodbye. Warn me towards tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love.
Before I start eliminating, I just want to say that I think all of you are terrific. And I really appreciate what you've been through today and all the wonderful things that you've said. I sincerely wish that I could hire each and every one of you. But I can't. So will the following people please step forward? Don, Greg, Al, Diana. No, I'm wrong. Back in line. Christine, Phoebe, Sheila, Connie, and Maggie. Front line, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sorry. Rehearsals begin September the 22nd. We'll rehearse for 6 weeks with a 2-month out-of-town tryout. Our New York opening will be sometime mid-January. Be prepared to sign a standard minimum contract with a 6-month rider. You'll be contacted sometime next week as where and when to sign your contract. And I'm very glad we're going to be working together.